Now, if you interact with Burmese people, even here in Australia, immigrants and asylum seekers, you'll find that if you get to know them a little bit better, you'll learn that they're probably not Burmese. The Burmese people are the main ethnicity of Burma, and there are dozens of other smaller ethnicities. One of those major ethnicities are the Karen people, not the Karenni people, that's different. The Karen people, K-A-R-E-N in English. Now, here's an account that'll, maybe it won't surprise you. I'm expecting you're going to have a reaction that I had when I first learned about the Karens. These people did not assimilate with the Burmese people. They were ruled despotically by the Burmese government against their will. And they inhabited much of the territory not too far from Yangon, modern day Rangoon of the ancient day. They had a long oral history of stories and prophecies passed down through the midst of time. One of these stories that they believed was factual was of a personality whose name was Yah, who created the earth, one man and one woman who were the first parents. The first couple ate some forbidden fruit and were brought sickness and death into the world. An ancient prophecy spoke of three brothers who once had a book about Yah, but they quarreled and it was tragically lost. But the Karen people always believed that someday a white-skinned brother would come on the white wings to bring the book to them, to teach them all about this Yah. These stories they told around every campfire in every Karen village as from centuries and centuries past, embedded in their tradition. When the Burmese tried to convert them to Buddhism, the Karen stubbornly refused to accept because they have strong beliefs in this god named Yah. Now, after 7 years of labor among the Burmese Buddhists with only one convert, Judson could not have realized that there was one Karen who continually walked past his house every day singing his own ethnic songs of worship to Yah and waited for a white-skinned brother to bring the lost book to them. The Karen's name was Ko Tae Byu. He was a murderer and a thief, and one day he came knocking on Judson's door looking for work. Judson hired him, and Ko Tae Byu was amazed and curious about the white man and the book he kept carrying around. When he heard the gospel, he was struck with amazement. He trusted in Christ. He said, "This is what my people have been waiting for hundreds of years for." He was baptized and immediately became a missionary. Ko Tae Byu, that's his name, went from village to village telling people that he'd found the white man and the lost book, and the Karen people came pouring out of the mountains to the missionaries and were baptized in the thousands. We don't have time for that story. That's a whole nother saga in the story. Who are these wild Karens, barely dressed? They had no written language, but they had this story of this Yah, or I don't know, Yahweh, something like that, created man and woman in a garden. They ate forbidden fruit. They brought sickness and death. And one day a white-skinned man will come and bring them a book, and the book will communicate Yah's truth to them. They embrace it. Now, the Boardmans who I just introduced you to, George and Sarah, made the Karens their particular object of mission work. And they saw hundreds and thousands converted.